Symone, I want to play for you. You know, you've heard there's been criticism from Republican Senator Tim Scott. Perhaps you're not surprised by that, but I want you to listen to what Patrick Gaspard said, who was Barack Obama's political director in the White House in his first term. Take a listen to what he said on the comments.
He should be able to point to an astounding record as vice president, which saw black unemployment reach its lowest levels and black wealth reach its highest levels under the Obama-Biden administration. However, Vice President Biden is in no position to determine who is black enough or not.
And Symone, let me put the question to you this way. I know you have Joe Biden's record, and you have a long list of when he goes off the cuff, he seems to speak with sort of an older generation stereotype at times in some of this stuff. When you've been around him, what would be your explanation to someone who might ask you?
I'm not going to do this.
Why does this happen?
I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do this, Chuck, I'm not going to do this because let me just be really clear. Vice President Biden absolutely has a respect level for all people around him, for voters across this country, young people, older voters, voters of color, Black people, Latino voters, Indigenous, Asian American, Pacific Islander. So I'm not going to even traffic in any hypothetical conversation about if he is sensitive enough. Look, there are real issues that we have to address in this country. And Vice President Biden has been speaking directly to the voters, even well before the coronavirus crisis, about those issues. He is going to meet people where they are. The fact that we can even talk about an interview on The Breakfast Club is because Vice President Biden went there to have that conversation. And if you watch the interview, they talk about the fact that they need to talk some more, that Charlemagne says he should come to New York. And so this isn't a question about whether Vice President Biden has the sensitivities. This is truly a question about, in this race, what we have is a question about leadership, about who is ready to lead and able to lead for all Americans, but who also has a plan for those folks, who can put their money where their mouth is, put their plans where their mouth is, and not just offer lip service to a community. And Vice President Biden's record speaks to that. He's not offering lip service. He's offering results. And that stands in a stark contrast into what we're seeing from this White House. Look, I know President Trump and his allies like to talk a lot about their criminal justice reform efforts. They have yet to allocate one penny from their budget to the First Step Act. Let's put our money where our mouth is. Let's not talk about platitudes. Let's talk about the plans that we have and how we turn those plans into actionable items. Joe Biden has led when it comes to a recovery for Americans, take it back to the Recovery Act, and he will do so in the Biden recovery. And that is a recovery that will specifically speak directly to the African-American community.
Symone Sanders with the Biden campaign. I may echo what Katie said. It's been a while, but it's good to see you, at least virtually.
Always good to see you all. Be back soon.
All right. Thank you. You got it. Katie, over to you.